Assalamualaikum. You think your risky is blocked because of your divorce, your age, your mistakes, or because Allah has not opened your path yet. But for many men, rebuilding after divorce, that is not the real problem. The real problem is that your life is leaking through distraction, fake busyness, and nights that feel active but produce nothing. You're not just losing time, you are losing momentum, usefulness, and the kind of action that Allah puts barakah into. Download the Muslim Man Rebuild Playbook, a 30-minute comeback protocol in the description. It is for divorced Muslim men who feel stuck, unfocused, spiritually flat, and tired of drifting. It will help you stop the spiral, reset your body, and reconnect your day to Allah with structure. So, here's the first thing that I want to share with you. Risky does not respect drift. A lot of men, after divorce, quietly become wanderers. You still go to work. You still pay bills. You still show up. But internally, you are drifting. You stay up late. You scroll too long. You consume more than you create. You tell yourself you are decompressing, researching, thinking, healing. But deep down, you know the truth. You are active but not directed. And that is why you feel behind other men financially, in career, in family, in life. Not because your ex-spouse ruined your destiny, not because you're risky, vanished, not because Allah forgot you, because direction left your day. The Prophet ﷺ said that if you rely upon Allah with true reliance, He will provide for you as He provides for the birds. They leave in the morning hungry and return full. The bird does not stay in the nest making excuses. The bird moves. That is the point many men miss. Tawakkul is not passive. It is motion with trust. There were mornings when I already knew I had things to do that mattered, work that could move me forward, work that could build something real. But instead, I doomscroll. One video became another. One quick check became wasted hours. Then I looked at the clock and suddenly the day was already half gone. And when that happens enough times, a man starts feeling like life is happening without him. That is a dangerous place for a divorced man. Because after divorce, you do not just need recovery, you need rebuild. Remember, risky rarely expands inside a drifting life. The second thing that I would like to share is the real enemy is not lack of desire. It is misused energy. Most men say, I need more motivation. Wrong. You do not need more hype. You need cleaner use of energy. Because the issue is not always laziness in the obvious sense. Sometimes it is disguised laziness. You are busy, but not doing the one thing closest to the goal. You are tired, but still staying up late. You are watching useful content, but not executing anything useful yourself. That is not rest. That is avoidance with a respectable outfit. And after divorce, avoidance becomes seductive. Why? Because pain makes distraction feel deserved. You think, I have been through a lot. I deserve to switch off. I will start tomorrow. I just need a bit more time. Then weeks go by. Then months go by. Then you look around and other men seem ahead of you in money, structure, family, and confidence. Here is the uncomfortable truth. It is not enough to be a good man with good intentions. You must become a useful man again, because Rizq often moves toward usefulness. The more value you create, the more problems you solve. The more benefit you bring, the more doors Allah may open through that effort. Not because you control the outcome, but because you finally give your day something Allah can put barakah into. You already know this from life. Even in worldly terms, people get rewarded when they become useful, disciplined, and consistent, Muslim or non-Muslim. That should humble as a Muslim man, because we are supposed to combine both worldly effort and reliance upon Allah, not choose one and neglect the other. Barakah multiplies effort, it does not replace it. And the final tip that I want to share with you is, a rebuilding man needs a compass, not more content. This is where many men keep losing years. They think the answer is more information, more podcasts, more reels, more clips, more one last video before I start. No. What you need is a compass, a routine, a direction, a standard. Ask one question. What am I doing today that is producing, creating, generating, or moving me closer to the man I need to become? If the answer is nothing, then do not complain that your life feels stuck, because aimlessness has consequences. After divorce, aimlessness is expensive. It costs money, confidence, leadership, emotional stability, spiritual sharpness. A man without direction starts doubting himself. Then he starts delaying. Then he starts consuming. Then he feels ashamed. Then he delays more. That cycle destroys men quietly. The answer is not dramatic. Write your routine down. Track it. Use a timer. Do the most important thing first. Repeat it long enough that it becomes your default. That is how wandering ends. Not with a motivational speech, with structure. Remember, a wandering soul does not need more inspiration. He needs a compass. And this is why some men stay stuck for years after divorce. Not because they are weak, not because they are finished, but because they never turned pain into direction. They stayed in between identities. No longer the men they were, not yet the men they need to become. That middle space is dangerous if you stay there too long. So let me say this clearly. If you are rebuilding after divorce, stop romanticizing drift. Stop calling distraction recovery. Stop calling avoidance healing. Stop calling fake busyness progress. You are here for a short time. Yes, this dunya is temporary. Yes, we are travelers. Yes, the hereafter is the real destination. But that does not mean you float through life half awake. It means your time here becomes more serious, not less. Because every day is a chance to worship Allah through disciplined action, useful work, service, effort, and clean intention. The man who applies this becomes stable, focused, useful, respected. He becomes the kind of Muslim man whose rizq is no longer tied only to salary, but to value, discipline, and barakah. The man who ignores this keeps drifting. He stays busy, but behind. He consumes more than he builds. He keeps wondering why life is not opening. So choose, stay a wandering soul or become a man with a compass. Download the 30-minute comeback protocol through the link in the description. If this hits something real in you, subscribe. And in the comments, write this: no more drift.